friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. I have for you a bit of a book haul today, some books and 2 unboxings to do. So I'm very excited to film this. I did not personally spend any money on these things, so I'm very proud of that. I did find a couple in a little free library, so I'll start with those, and then I got some for helping with the library book sale book drive, and then some were gifted to me. So we're going to start with the 2 that I just the other day found in a little free library. So excited about these. I have parts 1 and 3 in a trilogy. This is the prequel, and I don't have the main book that I first heard about, but this is The First Wish of Mr. Murray McBride by Joe Simple, and then the 3rd book is The Final Wish of Mr. Murray McBride, and then the middle book, which I believe is going to be orange, is The 5 Wishes of Mr. Murray McBride. So I'm excited to get started with this series. I think I heard about this first from one of my patrons, and then someone else brought it up as well. I don't want to read the backs of these because I don't have the main book, which is the one that I wanted to read first. I think that's the one that comes first. I'm going to read the description for The 5 Wishes of Mr. Murray McBride because that's the one you're supposed to read first. With all his family and friends gone, 100-year-old Murray McBride is looking for a reason to live. He finds it in Jason Cashman, a 10-year-old boy with a terminal heart defect and a list of 5 things he wants to do before he dies. Together they race against the limited time each has left, ticking off wishes one by one. Along the way, Murray remembers what it's like to be young, and Jason fights for the opportunity to grow old. But when tragedy strikes, their worlds, I'm going to start crying. Their worlds are turned upside down, and an unexpected gift is the only thing that can make Jason's final wish come true. That sounds like such a Krista book. So it's an intergenerational friendship. And then this prequel, I think, goes back to when Mr. Murray McBride finds his true love, Jenny. So it's going to talk about his wife, and then I don't want to even read anything from the back of this one. I was so thrilled to find these in a little free library, and I can't wait to read this series. It's going to be fantastic. At my library book sale, when I helped out a couple weekends ago, I was able to bring home a few books, and so I did. I brought home Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. Am I ever going to read this? I really don't know. But part of me really wants to jump into this big chunker of a book at some point. It was in perfect condition. I'm like, let me just bring it home and we'll see. We'll see. This is going to be a Western, a big epic Western that many people have read and I haven't. I've never seen any shows or adaptations. It did win a Pulitzer Prize, which is not usually a buzzword for me, but I grabbed Lonesome Dove. We'll see. We'll see. I picked up an Agatha Christie in this edition because I have a few others in this edition and I don't have this one. The Mystery of the Blue Train, which is a Hercule Poirot mystery. I am not at this point planning to read all of the Agatha Christies, but I do love them when I read them. And so if I see them in this nice edition, and it was free for me at the time, so why not? This one is going to be set on a train. The luxurious blue train arrives at Nice. A guard attempts to wake serene Ruth Kettering from her slumbers, but she will never wake again. For a heavy blow has killed her, disfiguring her features almost beyond recognition. Whoa. What's more, her precious rubies are missing. The prime suspect is her husband, Derek, yet Hercule Poirot is not convinced, so he stages an eerie reenactment of the journey, complete with a murderer on board. Bum, bum, bum. Sounds good. Fun. I would like to read more Agatha Christie in my life. I need to get on that. Another series that I'm in the middle of is the Louise Penny Armand Gamache mystery series. This is The Black Wolf. I believe this is the newest one that just came out last fall, so I was thrilled to grab it. Look at the end papers in there. That's stunning. The outside is nothing to speak of, but that's really pretty. But I had a couple that were sent to me. My friend Eileen sent me a few stickers and a bookmark along with this book that she found, The Dinner Lady Detectives. She found this at Ollie's and thought of me, and so she sent it. Thank you so much, Eileen. This is by Hannah Hendy, and I believe this is just going to be a mystery. Murder mystery. Murder is a dish best served cold. Marjorie and Clementine work on the front line serving meals to students at Somerville Secondary School. They're enjoying a peaceful middle age together in the idyllic town of Destow, but their calm life is shattered when their kitchen manager is found dead. I love that. Ladies in their middle age, some of us are there, including me, So thank you, Eileen, so much for thinking of me and sending me this book. How thoughtful. So, so thoughtful. And I love a mystery. And actually right now in April, I am all about the mysteries. And speaking of mysteries, I did already open one of these gifts that came from Melissa. She sent me 4 books because knowing that I was on a book buying restriction this year until I get out of debt, she sent me 4 books that were wrapped. And in my TBR about the readathons I'm going to be participating in April, I opened one of them and got this one, Booked for Murder by PJ Nelson. The next chapter is the killer. It's going to be a murder mystery, but that cover is stunning. Madeline is at loose ends when she gets word that her beloved eccentric Aunt Rose has passed. And in her will, she's left Madeline her equally eccentric bookstore. Seems to be a trope that's super popular. An older family member dies and a younger family member inherits a bookstore. I feel like I've read a couple of books like that. The Old Juniper Bookshop is housed in an old Victorian mansion in the small college town of Enigma, Georgia. But when Madeline arrives in her beat-up Fiat, the gazebo in the backyard is set ablaze and a late-night caller threatens to burn the whole store down if she doesn't leave immediately. Well, what a welcome. Madeline is not one to be intimidated. That is until there's another fire and a murder in the store itself. Now with a cloud of suspicion falling over her, it's up to Madeline to untangle the skein of secrets and find the killer before she herself is the next victim. My goodness, that is more intense than I was expecting from this gorgeous little cover. So thank you, Melissa, for sending me this one. And I thought, since I recently finished my 75-day Sorta Hard challenge that I was giving myself, I would treat myself to another one of Melissa's books. And I'm so excited to see what's in this one. I feel like this actually might be 2. So let's see what this is. We'll open it together and find out. And I will try to show you first. And then I have 2 left to open after this one. Oh, it is 2. There are 2 books here. Let's see what they are. Ooh, Isle of Ever, a middle grade by Jen Kalanita. And Weird, Sad, and Silent by Allison McGee, another middle grade. Oh, yay! I kind of wish I opened these in March, but I'm excited to have them. Let's see what they're about. So Isle of Ever looks a bit like a fantasy. Some secrets won't stay buried. 200 years ago, an island disappeared. Benny has just 2 weeks to find it. Everly, Benny, Benedict, and her mom have always managed to get by, though they're broke most of the time. But all that could change. Benny's just learned she's the sole heir to the vast fortune of Evelyn Terry, a mysterious ancestor from the 1800s. There's a catch, though. First, Benny needs to play and win a game. Ah, I love a book with games in it. Following clues that are more than a century old, she must find her way to the tiny island Evelyn wrote about in her diary. It was somewhere off the shoreline of Evelyn's hometown, but according to legend, it vanished long ago and hasn't appeared on maps for hundreds of years. What? And Benny has only a couple weeks to find it. Super fun. And then this one, Weird, Sad, and Silent. I've never even heard of this one. I have heard of Isle of Ever, but I've never heard of this one. Daisy Jackson is 10 or X years old in the Roman numerals she prefers. She goes to Haven Elementary, lives in an apartment with her mama, and has a future cat named Rumblepaws. A future cat? He's a one-eared stray, and she's working on a plan to win his trust. Other than a Rumblepaws trust plan, though, Daisy has been focused on invisibilizing herself, keeping a low profile and sometimes even hiding so that the school bullies won't target her, just as she used to do to avoid her mama's scary ex-boyfriend. But she is not invisible to the new kid in town who even seems to want her friendship. Better yet, he doesn't appear to be afraid of anybody. Maybe things are looking up. Maybe Daisy can finally focus on futurizing rather than invisibilizing. A gentle, healing, and ultimately joyful novel to cherish. I love that description. A gentle, healing, and ultimately joyful novel to cherish. Very cool. I love that I've never heard of it. That's so fun. Melissa, thank you for these 3 books. I'm so excited to get to them, and also just it's so kind of you to think of me. Hello, future Krista, popping in, interrupting this broadcast to tell you that I've received quite a few new books since this video was originally filmed about 10 days ago. So I didn't want to wait and do a whole nother book haul. I just wanted to include the new books that I got. But I have 4 books from Book of the Month and then a few more that were sent to me. So let's just jump right into these ones. finally, I'm now able to cancel my book of the month because I finally used up all of my credits. They finally had options in their main choices that I wanted. So I did pick up Mad Mabel by Sally Hepworth. This was one of my anticipated reads. I'm very excited for it. Sally Hepworth has been a little bit hit or miss for me, but this one is a twisty tale of justice, redemption, and one irrepressible woman who's not done breaking the rules just yet. I don't know too much more than that, but I know I'm eager to try it and see. Then I picked up also Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. Follows a content creator, trad wife, who somehow goes back in time to when women actually lived like this. So it says, my name is Natalie Heller Mills, and I was perfect at being alive. She's a traditional American woman, a beautiful wife and mother who sells her pioneer lifestyle of raw milk and farm fresh eggs to her millions of social media followers. But then one morning she wakes up in a life that isn't hers. Her home, her husband, her children, they're all familiar, but they're wrong. Her kitchen is warmed by a sputtering fire rather than electricity. Her children are dirty and strange, and her soft-handed husband is suddenly a competent farmer. So what is she going to do with this kind of new reality she's got to adjust to? It sounds interesting enough that I wanted to give it a try. I have been waiting. This was an add-on a couple of months ago anyway. This book made me think of you by Libby Page. I absolutely love this cover. I think this is another one that was one of my anticipated reads, maybe in the fall. I forget. 12 books, 12 months, one chance to heal her heart. Tilly receives a call telling her there's a birthday gift from her husband waiting for her at the local bookstore. It couldn't come as more of a shock, partly because she can't remember the last time she read a book for pleasure, but also because Joe died 6 months ago. When she goes to pick up the present, Alfie, the bookshop owner with kind eyes, explains the gift. 12 carefully chosen books with handwritten letters from Joe, her husband, one for each month to help her turn the page on her first year without him. I mean, I am going to cry my eyes out, I have a feeling, but a bookish book dealing with grief, like reopening yourself to life through the power of reading. I mean, I love that idea. And then I also picked up The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer, her newest. And I believe this is one of those where our main character is able to travel into books, but she just can't stay there for long. Yeah, she can hop into any novel. She just can't stay there. So I'm not sure where that's going to go, but I'm excited for that new one by Meg Schaefer as well. I did pick up two things at a thrift store. I grabbed this puzzle. It was only 99 cents and it's a 300-piece puzzle, but it's super cute. I just feel like that's a good, like, sit down in one sitting to do kind of a puzzle. Yeah, it's really pretty. So I grabbed that puzzle, and also at that bookshop just this past weekend when I was at my mom's, I grabbed Ariel Lahan's, I think this is her debut, Flight of Dreams. I've never heard of it. I've read a couple other Ariel Lahan books though and really enjoy them. So I'm excited to try her new, from a dazzling new voice in historical fictions. I think this is her debut. An utterly suspenseful, heart-wrenching novel that vividly brings the fateful voyage of the Hindenburg to life. So excited to try that debut from Ariel Lahan. And then I had quite a few that were sent to me. So I will start with these three from Jill K. Thank you so much. She said, sorry that you're going through such a hard time and hope these books cheer you up. I'm starting this series myself. I think she was on Sprints a couple of weeks ago when I had gotten two bad news things all at once, and I'm doing much better, Jill. Thank you. But she sent me books 3, 4, and 5, volumes 3, 4, and 5 of the Emma M. Lyon series. I'm so excited to have more of these in my collection. I now own 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm excited to get them all because I would like to reread them before book 9 comes out later this year. Hopefully later this year. I don't think we have a date yet, but Jill, so kind of you to think of me and to send me these books. I'm excited. I did listen to them the first time I read them, so I think it'll be fun to read them in a different format next time. And then the lovely Kim sent me this book. Thank you for your Easter message. It brought me to Amazon today to buy a Read the Bible in a Year book, which I love. Please enjoy this small token of my appreciation for your lovely channel. And she picked off my wish list The Joy of Praising God, The Joy in Praising God by Charles Spurgeon. This is a little tiny little book, but one of my patrons recommended this to me and I'm very excited to read it. I think it will be a good one. I love worship. I'm on the worship team at my church and I love joy. God is ready, willing, and able to deliver Christians from the grip of bondage into victory. From Scripture, Charles Spurgeon reveals how, through boldly praising God, you can have joy in your heart, find peace in life's storms, abide in the presence of God, and on and on. So I'm excited to read this little encouraging book for my faith. And thank you so much, Kim, for your thoughtfulness in sending that to me. So cool. And then I have 3 books that were sent to me by Christian publishers. So this first one is from Bethany House, These Empty Places by Sarah Loudon Thomas. When their worlds are upended, 2 women are brought together by their loss. Discover what truly matters most. Set during the time of the Great Depression, we follow a socialite and also a young woman who sacrificed love for a life of comfort on Lake Toxaway until the dam broke and the lake washed down the side of the mountain. Yikes. So these 2 women form an unexpected connection, and Claire hires the other to assist with the personal library she's building to provide jobs and education for a struggling North Carolina community. So that's kind of cool. Building a library. That sounds really, really good. This is an author. I have quite a few of her books now and I still haven't tried any. So maybe I'll start with this one. But These Empty Places, so fun. And then this one is from Revel Fiction, Chase the Light by Suzanne Woods Fisher. And I believe this is actually a sequel. So I need to find book 1 first. Yeah, in National Parks Summers, book 2. So I do need to find book 1 by Suzanne Woods Fisher. But this one is going to take place in Acadia National Park, where I have been. It's on the coast of Maine. National Park Ranger Scout Johnson discovers a weathered note near a remote lighthouse. She never imagines it will expose a century-old mystery. The cryptic message points to a forgotten shipwreck, a vanished treasure, and a lighthouse keeper's suspicious death. Dun, dun, dun. And then we follow a journalist who also is down to follow the treasure hunt. And he finds himself increasingly drawn to the ranger throughout the search. So it's a contemporary romance mixed with this mystery set at a national park. Fun, very fun. And then this last one is from Bethany House, Into a Golden Era by Gabrielle Meyer. This is book 7 in the Timeless series, where our main characters live in 2 different time periods. Each day they spend a day in the opposite time period until their 25th birthday, when they have to decide which one they're going to stay in for the rest of their lives. So I've been reading this series. Actually, today just started book 5 in this series, which is Every Hour Until Then. So I need to catch up before I can read this one, book 7. But thank you so much, Bethany House, for sending this to me. So there are the rest of the books that I have hauled in the last couple of days. And now back to my unboxings. I have 2 boxes here to open. I'm going to save the treats one till the end because that is familiar to you. But I love this company. This company is called Between the Bookends. It got real dusted up in the mailing. But Jillian is the owner and her mom. Jillian is now in college, which is crazy because she has been sending me boxes for middle grade March for quite a long time, a number of years, at least 4 or 5 years. Jillian's been sending me boxes to share with you and let you guys know about their company. And they're still in business, which I just think is so awesome. A mother-daughter team. And I love that she's now in college, but still doing her business. And this box that she sent me is their April box. So if you like what's in here, if you know of a child or a friend or somebody who might enjoy what's in this box, this is what's going to be in their April box. And I do have a coupon down below. If it's your first subscription box, then you can get a discount. I will put the discount down below. I can't find it at the moment, but I will put what the discount is in the description box down below and make sure to link them in all of their things. But let's look together what's in this box. It's always so fun. They put together such cute boxes. I do end up sharing some of the treats with some of the young people in my life, but let's go ahead and see. There's always a book or 2. It's packaged up so pretty with this pink and their logo between the bookends. Okay, here's all the things. This is Petals and Plot Twists, a hint about next month's theme. I'm not going to look at that. Okay, let's see what we have here. This looks like a little soap dish. How cute. Reduce, reuse, recycle, read between the bookends. And it has their logo on it as well. That's really cute. I actually use small soaps like this in my bathroom. Perfect. There's a bookmark here that says, let your fears make you fierce. Cute. I love that. I'm keeping that out for a spring bookmark. We've got a little packet of treats. Mystery bag. open it up. What are these? It looks like a candy. Maybe it's a soap. Mystery bag. I don't know what these are. Ah, they're just like little miniatures. This one is some grapes. Oh, purple grapes. Oh my word, a little lemon maybe? Here's a lime. A little lime. These are so cute. Oh, a pink one, a little strawberry. Here, I'll put them. Look how cute they are. Fun. All right, let's see. We have a puppet phone. Look how pretty that is for spring with books on it. One of those pop sockets. I love that. This is Beach Bum Body Shop Goat Milk Soap. Here's a nice little soap that will fit in that dish perfectly because it's round. Has a dinosaur. Is that a dinosaur? I think it's a dinosaur. A little soap. I love goat milk soaps and little soaps. This is some Plant Your Story vinyl stickers, some plant vinyl stickers, which I do use. I will keep those. We've got some little floofy. Oh, this is a butterfly keychain. How cute is this? Oh man, the little girls that I share this stuff with are going to love this. A little fluffy backpack charm. Oh my goodness, it's so soft. Cute. We've got some tabs for your book. These are little, are they little otters, penguins, ducks? What do you think those are? They're cute. That's all I know. And then I have 2 books. Oh, and a book sleeve. How cute is this? Flowers. Books are like flowers. Each one is unique. A little book sleeve there with a protected inside. I love book sleeves and I use them all the time. And then I have two books in here. This is a little tiny one. Fame and Glory in Freedom, Georgia. This is by Barbara O'Connor, who wrote Wish. I've seen Wish. I haven't seen any of her others, but she has quite a few middle grades there. All it takes to feel famous is recognition from true friends. Fun. And then Hello from Ren Lake by Michelle Weber Hurwitz. Heartfelt, meaningful story from the first page. Let's see. What is this one about? And then one day the lake went silent. Annalise Oliver's family has owned and run lakeside cabins in Ren Lake, Wisconsin for generations. Hey, Wisconsin friends, it takes place in your state. This summer, with her younger sister focused on being an actress and her best friend babysitting rambunctious twin boys, Annalise is working and spending as much time as she can by her beloved lake. Writing from the perspectives of both the lake and Annalise, acclaimed author Michelle Weber Hurwitz tells a sensitive and heartfelt story about community, activism, and fighting for the things you love. I love that. Another middle grade that I've never heard of before, both of these. So, so cute. So if you or somebody else needs a fun little package, middle grade focus, please go check out Between the Bookends. I will make sure to link them down below. Give them support on social media. Just say hello or share it with friends that you know who might enjoy something like this. Your grandkids, your nieces and nephews, your children, your neighbor, whoever, or you. What a lovely box. Thank you again to Jillian and her mom for sending me yet another box. I hope you guys go and check them out. They're so lovely. And then finally, I'm going to take a few minutes and try another box. This Try Treats box has been waiting for me to finish my 75-day challenge because the last time I opened one, I couldn't try half the treats because they were sweets and I wasn't having any sugar, pasta, or bread. I did have some of the crackers, but I wasn't having sugar, pasta, or bread at the time. But now that's over and I can take little bites. I'm not trying to go crazy, but I can take little bites. So the Try Treats is a fun box. That is another subscription service. This one's not bookish related. It is filled with treats from around the world. So as we open it up, you'll see that this is going to have a country, and in this box are going to be a bunch of treats from that country. Let's see where we're traveling with this Try Treats box. And I also will have a discount code down below for this one. My code is also Books and Jams for this one, and you will get 15% off of your first box when you try Treats. They do have a smaller box and a larger box. I believe this is the larger box. Here's the flag. Before I open it, does anyone know what that flag is? It looks familiar to me. I feel like it's Costa Rica or something Central American. Let's see. Ah, Mexico. I was close. So this box is going to have treats from Mexico. I'm not going to read this card right now because that tells us all the things. It has a postcard, welcome to Mexico, with some information there. And this is the Kukulkan Pyramid in Mexico. Pretty. I've been to Mexico, but I haven't been there. Salsa and chips, a little recipe to make some homemade salsa, and some facts about Mexico there. This is why I think this box is so great. If you homeschool or if you have kids that like to learn about different places in the world, it's such a fun way to do it. So here are the treats that we have from Mexico. I'm going to go through and do a little taste test and show you. We will be including a bonus mystery snack in your box this month. So there's something in here that's not part of this card. That's a little bonus. Okay, this is funny because this does not look like Spanish. Usagi balls? Usagi balls. Rasa cheese flavor. This doesn't feel Mexican to me, but I'm going to try it. Start with some of the savory things. It's like a cheese puff in texture. It's totally like a cheese puff. There's a cheese ball. Ooh, I'm not sure about this. Takis I've heard of. And these are fuego. These are going to be super spicy. How brave am I feeling? Well, regardless, I'm going to try it. Oh man, they're so orange. I'm not eating a whole one. But these are also like a puffed snack, like a tortilla chip rolled up, but filled with all this spice. This is extreme. Okay, I'm taking the tiniest bite. Okay, it's not as bad as I was thinking it would be, but whew, my mouth is on fire from that little bite. I'm not a fan, but I know a lot of people really love that spicy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. Ooh, okay. That was pretty spicy. I'm not going to eat this one because I'm not a peanut person, but these ones are flavored peanuts, cocktail peanuts, toasted, not fried, premium peanuts. I'm going to skip the peanuts. Oh, there's so many treats that are sweet. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, we'll do this one. Marillas. Con cajeta? I don't know what cajeta is. Cajeta. Con cajeta. It looks like chocolate. There are 3 in here. Oh no, it's just 1. It's like a sandwich cookie. It must be caramel because that is sticky caramel. Ooh, I'm excited. It's like a little graham cracker treat. Oh, not quite a graham cracker, but milk caramel lollipop. Paleton de cajeta. Cajeta must be caramel. Look at that caramel. I'm not going to eat that one either because that's going to take me a while. And another lollipop that I'm going to skip. Jarritos. Looks like a juice. It doesn't say what flavor. Oh no, Jarritos Pops. A fun fruit flavored lollipop inspired by Mexican Jarritos soda, delivering bright tropical taste like mandarin, pineapple, mango, tamarind, and more in every lick. That sounds delicious. Let's do this one. Boo Boo Lubu. Boo Boo Lubu. Something very red in there. Marshmallow and strawberry gummy with chocolate flavored coating. So it's going to have a gummy part to it. And this is like little bubbles. Look at that. Cute. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. It's a gummy. What goes that way? All this sugar. It's going to be more sugar than I've had in a long time. So we're just taking the littlest bites. And then honestly, I'm probably going to put these things in my freezer so I can bust them out little by little. Paleta Malva Boni Pop. It looks like a marshmallow. It's just a marshmallow. Oh, it's nice and soft. I was wondering if it would be harder like a Charleston Chew kind of marshmallow. But it was soft. Bocadin. Sabor a chocolate. Chocolate. This is like a wafer. It's like a Kit Kat. Like those wafers and then just covered with chocolate. My taste buds are very happy. This is just going to be a chocolate stick. Look how little. It's kind of small. Like it's narrow. This is just going to be a chocolate bar. Yeah, like a Hershey's bar. Just all chocolate there. Delicious. Here's another one with the gummy inside, I think. Malwabon. Malwabon. Ooh, the strawberry in this one is sweeter. More pronounced than the other one. One left. Look at all those treats you get in this box. This one's called Cranky. I love it. Cornflakes with chocolate artificially covered coating. It does feel like little pieces. It's literally going to be little cornflakes. It is. Like itty bitty little flakes, cornflakes. We ever make puppy chow with rice checks? It's like that, only without the powdered sugar and cornflakes in the middle. Oh, that's good. Oh my word, how fun. All right, that's enough sugar for me for a couple days. I'm done with my 75-day challenge, but I'm definitely not trying to go crazy with the sugar because I'm not done with losing all the weight that I want to lose by my birthday in July. What a fun box. So definitely check out Try Treats. All the information for them will be in the description, and check out Between the Bookends. All of that, their information will be down in the description as well. Thank you so much to Melissa and Eileen for sending me treats in the mail. I would love to chat with you about any of the books that you saw in this video, or about Try Treats, or Between the Bookends, or anything else that you'd like to talk about. I always love talking with you. And if you've made it to the end but you're not feeling chatty, let me know you were here by leaving some kind of a treat emoji. An ice cream cone, a chocolate bar, chips. I'm not sure what kind of treat emojis there might be, but leave me a treat emoji down in the description just to let me know you were here. Thank you all so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I really appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video and liking and subscribing and all the things. You guys are the best, and I look forward to chatting with you in another video very soon. Bye.